Oh, gee. Oh, jeez.
Oh, Jace.
Oh, jeez. Here we are back at it again, episode 12. We are live here on YouTube. We do this Fridays at 9. And Dave is the main attraction. That's all I got to say. Anyway, we have a fantasy football league going on. If you would like to join, that's simple. It's really that simple. Just let us know. We put your name down. We'll reach back out to you. That's it. That's all you got to do. Even if you're watching this later, you can comment down below. We'll see that you commented and reach out. Real simple. We'll just, I'm not sure if we'll take the first 10 or 12 or if we'll do a raffle, but let us know. We'll get you in.
I think they should do the first 12.
Whoever does the best Jagger, all right? Whoever does the best wobble, maybe.
I say
Chicken dance.
I say we fight it to the death, Hunger Games style.
We don't want any weirdos, though. No, I want some weird guy playing ball with us.
But you're already playing.
And you too, so that's already, we should call it weirdo football. Lots of news in the football world. We have, they just had their first preseason game. The
Kickoff rule sucks.
The kickoff rule
Absolutely sucks.
You don't like it? I don't know. I gotta see it before I make a decision on it. I want to see it in action more so.
I'll give you a hint. It sucks.
I'll be curious to see how many returns, touchdown returns we get this season. Though.
Well, you know what the additional rule is, right?
What's the addition?
With onside kicks.
Yeah, that I heard. That I don't like. I don't like. Oh, you gotta go tell the ref.
Ridiculous.
The whole point of an onside kick is for it to be a little discreet and catching them off guard, right?
That is ridiculous.
Yeah.
You can't do it unless you're losing, and you can only do it in the fourth quarter.
In the fourth. No, yeah. I think.
What is this? You getting blown
when
out?
was it an issue? Was there an issue this past season with it, or?
It was injury. It's like injuries.
It's football. There's always injuries. I don't know.
Some influential owner was being,
stupid
crybaby.
Yeah, cry. I don't care. Yeah, I don't. Whatever. I think it's football. I think next thing you know, we'll be playing with flags. So
you're getting closer.
Yeah, where do we draw the line? And the helmet rule too is still crazy to me. Like, oh, it's a helmet on a helmet. Like, these guys know what they're getting into.
I'm more. I don't know if I can say more, but also cringe ready is that new hip drop tackle rule.
That too.
You can't grab them and then pull them down. I'm like, well, how else are you supposed to tackle? Because you already said you can't tackle the legs, which I get that. That's understandable.
Yeah.
But how else are you gonna break it down?
Can you pull the stream up on your laptop too, Dave, when you get a chance?
Yeah. Next, they'll be asking for consent to tackle.
Yeah, it's like, oh, the UFC now requires you to wear nose guards. Well, like, what?
Yeah.
You might get hurt when you get punched in the face. Well, no, duh. Yeah, UFC, remember that when UFC didn't even have gloves? Just like...
yeah. Which I get. Yeah. That's understandable.
You're good, okay. I heard it for a second, but then... Oh, Dave, cheers.
Thought my niece had a cheers.
Should start every episode by shotgunning Pepsi's. Is that Pepsi?
It's Diet Pepsi.
I thought you're more of a Coke guy.
So I like Coca-Cola the best.
Okay.
Followed by Diet Pepsi.
Interesting.
Followed by actual regular Pepsi.
Yeah.
Then Diet Coke's my least favorite.
What about zero? What's really trending a lot is the zero sugar. Like dude, America's waking up to the ingredients on all the food now.
Yeah, that zero is that a zero.
It's not good. I can't taste it. I could drink any of them. Diet, blah 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 blah. I can't taste the difference really. My palate is really not that great. Yeah. Yo, Chris Buckeye, Dave. It's your anti person. This is
Pepsi.
He likes Pepsi. Chris, you want in our fantasy football league? That looks way better. Thank you.
Yeah.
And I'm going to answer for you, Chris. Yes, you do. Chris will be joining our fantasy football league. Chris Buckeye. Chris, I miss you. everything as well.
Oh, hi, Chris.
We got Duffit. What's up, Duff?
Pepsi Zero. Ugh.
Chris is. I've told you about him before, right, Dave?
Yeah.
He's a Pepsi guy. You're a Coke guy, but he's drinking a Pepsi right now, though. So, yeah. All right, Chris, you're in. You are the first official non-host member to be part of our fantasy football league. Chris is in. Chris, what do you think of the new kickoff rule? By the way, we were just talking about that. I'm curious. I'm gonna see how it plays out. Maybe we'll make some good action, or I don't know. We'll see what happens. No one can move,
Well,
right? No one can move until they catch the ball.
Yeah. Well, you know what the Chiefs are doing.
Chris says hi.
You know the Chiefs are doing. They're making that their safety Justin Reed the designated kicker for kickoffs. So now he can actually he can tackle.
Yeah,
They essentially have an extra special teams player.
yeah. So Chris, you're in. You are in. That's it. That's all you gotta do is say, "Hey, I'll join." Great. I write your name down on a paper. Look, I'm gonna write it down, even though I know who you are. Chris. Your name's written on a piece of paper. Look at that. Wait, there it is.
Oh,
That's horribly written, by the way. Horribly written. But yeah, you're in. Again, anyone else that's watching, if you guys want to join our fantasy football league this year, just let us know. Depending on how
only
many
rule: Dave has to win.
Yep, depending on how many people we get involved, we'll let you know. If we get 10 people, we get 10 people. We get 12, we get 12. If I get more than that, we'll do a raffle, but all you got to say is, "Hey, I'm in." We get a ton of people, then we might, I don't know, maybe like
Have we
thing.
decided what on?
What's up?
Have we decided what platform we're going to do it on?
I like the Sleeper app. That's pretty cool. Chris, have you used the Sleeper app yet? I think Chris and I were talking about it once at work. Have you used the Sleeper app? Not like to help you sleep, but like the fantasy football app. You know what I'm talking about? If not, ESPN is very universal. We'll see. We'll talk about it later. And then, Chris, also, while you're here, here's what we're about to do next. Write out your top 5 players in the draft in order. So starting off number 1, Antonio Brown. You know?
Shirtless or with the shirt on.
Chris said no. Yeah, so the Sleeper app, it's called Sleeper. Chris, it's way more like you can trade your draft picks, and there's a lot more to it. He said, "Do ESPN."
It's so much fun, except
Chris,
doesn't want to
I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you about it. Don't worry. We'll figure it out. I don't want to overhype it, and then we do ESPN or something. But the Sleeper app is a better app technically. I can't believe I'm saying that, but I was looking at it. I was like, wow, this is really in depth.
I told you, right?
Yeah, it's very good. But if anything, if we have most people just comfortable with ESPN, we might go that route for this. But Dave and I just did karate together. We just did a league, and we're doing the Sleeper app. This will be my first time using it, so I'm excited for that. Shout out to Sleeper. They should sponsor our stream. That would be awesome, right? Sleeper app.
Are you excited about the free agent bidding?
Yeah, and free agent bidding. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
but
I mean, it also forces people to pay attention more.
Yeah. Other news in the NFL: DeAndre Hopkins is out for several weeks. What was his injury? Do you know?
Lower leg injury.
Lower leg injury.
I think it was a hammy, or I think it was an ankle.
He's getting up there in age. Do you ever see? I just saw somewhere he was talking about it. His hand size. Have you ever heard about? Did you ever see that?
Yeah.
His hands it's like apparently like it's not really that his hand size is big. It's that his hand itself is like super tall. Like not the finger part, the hand part.
No,
it's up to like here.
How do you think he made that like ridiculous catch a few years back on the Texans?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah. When does the draft start? We did not decide a date yet, Chris. We're literally just putting it together now. When we have that, I will reach out to you definitely. You are in. Chris is in.
Kind of feeling September.
If you didn't do so already, hit that like button. Help out our algorithm. We greatly appreciate it. Or the smiley face button. Or that little flower firework bouquet. Or that flirting face. Or that 100 button.
Or this.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do, Chris. I would love your input. Also, write down in order the amount who you would draft. Who you would draft, starting with pick number 1, pick number 2, pick number 3, pick number 4, pick number 5, in order. I think what's interesting is when Justin Jefferson's gonna be drafted this. I think that's what's gonna be. He was like the number 1 pick last year across the whole board.
Mm-hmm.
Dave, you already have your list down, I think, right?
Yeah.
Have Kim join? No, because basically that would just be me having a second team.
Precisely.
Exactly what will happen. All right, I'm gonna write my list down. I kind of have it in my head already. The first 5 will be easy, and then after this, we'll go to the next, 6 through 10. Yeah. So Chris, comment in the chat your 5 in order. Boom, boom, boom. 1. If you say Patrick Mahomes, Chris, I swear it. Both of you. He's in your top 5. I swear.
I will. This is probably what the rankings I have that I just wrote down. Quarterbacks, I wouldn't really even take until like the late second round.
Yeah, there's a lot of good quarterbacks actually. Unless you're going for, I would say one of these 5. I would say Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow. I'll argue Josh Allen, I guess. I don't think Josh is gonna have that great of a year though.
I think he'll have a down year.
You think who?
Josh Allen will have a down year, but I think it will still be pretty good.
Pretty good, but for it to go like in earlier rounds,
yeah.
Lamar, we'll say Lamar.
Weapon with Stephon Diggs.
And who else is going early? Stroud. I said unless you're going for one of those 5.
Stroud is my number 2 overall. I mean QB.
He's my number 1 right now. I can't. He has so many weapons and he's so good already, and he did a killer job as a rookie. I don't know.
Well, I think
check. Okay, make sure my mic's working. Remember that one time we were like 30 minutes into the show and my mic wasn't working?
Yeah, it's working. But the only reason why I don't have CJ Stroud higher is because you just got to check the hype train. Remember that one year when everyone's like, "Oh my God, the Browns are winning the Super Bowl" after they drafted Baker, got Odell, and a couple other people, and then they went like 8-8 that year.
What's crazy? My one team last year was stacked, dude. I somehow listen to this team I had. I somehow had Christian McCaffrey, CeeDee Lamb, and Amon-Ra St. Brown all on the same team last year.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. All right.
I'm going all in for the Karate League. It's time. I went too long without winning.
Yeah.
Last season I got snubbed of a couple games.
I was favored all of the year except for freaking Matt and his Cinderella game against me.
Story of a lifetime.
Yep.
Whole team is on high for 6 straight weeks and somehow wins out the league.
Yeah. All right, this is Chris's top 5 for you drafting. This is your top 5. Is number 1 is Mac Jones? Yeah.
Wait. No, it has to be Christian McCaffrey.
No. Mac Jones. All right, Chris. You go. Okay. All right, man.
That is
Mac Jones, number 1 pick overall. Okay, dude. Mac Jones, Tyreek Hill, Mahomes, Stroud, Jefferson. Really, that's your list? All right. I mean, Mac Jones is questionable.
Patriots fan here. Not even. Did you see there was a clip of training camp with Mac Jones and all the Jaguars quarterbacks doing drills, and they give Trevor Lawrence a light hit with that foam bat they have or whatever.
Yeah.
Like the sumo wrestler bats or whatever they have, and then they give I think CJ Beathard like a decent hit. Mac Jones go bam, bam while he's on the ground. I'm like, man, they don't like him.
All right, Dave, go ahead and give us your top 5 list as far as like if you had the first 5 picks in a draft, what order would you do?
Okay, first 5 picks, I would go CMC first, obviously.
Hmm.
Madden curse or no Madden curse. Um,
Yep.
Down goes CeeDee Lamb,
Okay.
Tyreek Hill,
Okay.
Jamar Chase.
Okay.
I'm actually going to go Amon-Ra St. Brown, followed by Jefferson.
Is that 5 or 6?
That might have been 6.
Oh, 6. Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah, because my list is similar to yours. I think I have Chase and Hill switch. No, I think you have CD high. Anyway, mine's CMC number 1, Tyreek Hill number 2, Jamar Chase number 3. I've got CD at number 4 and Amon-Ra St. Brown at number 5. No Justin Jefferson on my top 5. There's just no
Wow.
quarterback. There's no quarterback.
Well, I think Sam Darnold will be okay. They have enough I would say this. The Vikings have enough weapons that they may not win like they would have with Kirk Cousins, but they'll be an over 500 team.
Right.
I mean, look, they got Jefferson, Addison, TJ Hawkinson, and now they have Aaron Jones at running back.
Yeah. And how's their D's okay, right? They have pretty good defense.
The D is getting better.
Yeah, their D's not bad.
They did lose Danielle Hunter, so maybe they lose a step early on. But for sure, even with a average quarterback, like if Daniel Jones had that offense, he wouldn't suck. He'd be
right.
mid. He'd be a mid QB with that offense.
Yep. Well, thank you for the likes. Whoever's liking my stream right now, thank you. I don't know who it is. Thank you. I appreciate that. Also, all right, now what we're gonna do, Chris, get ready for this. Now you're gonna do the next 6 through 10. Okay?
I guess I already know my 6.
6 through 10. Dave, you got your 6 through 10?
Yeah.
Go ahead. You just go with yours.
All right. So I already said JJ at number 6.
Yep.
Then I got Puka Nacua.
Yep.
Then I'm gonna go. I'll go AJ Brown,
Yep.
followed by Jahmyr Gibbs, and then Kyren Williams at number 10.
Kyren Williams. Dave, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud. So proud. All right, let me put my list together real fast. Mine's pretty similar. Last player. Okay, this is a little bit of a questionable player here in my list. So that we're doing a list of 6 through 10 in the draft right now. Who would be our draft picks 6 through 10? I'm going number 6, JJ. Not JJ McCarthy. Justin Jefferson, number 6. That's right. You heard me, Chris. Then I got Puka. I think we're at the same order already there, Dave. Then number... Hang on, let me rephrase that. Number 6, JJ. Number 7, Puka. Number 8, Kyren Williams. Number 9, AJ Brown. Number 10, this is my questionable guy, Jonathan Taylor.
I'm just not hot on a lot of running backs. Like the show. I mean, Gibbs. I love Gibbs.
I just
You don't
there's
respect
competition. There's competition, man.
You don't respect him enough.
You don't respect David Montgomery. David Montgomery on their depth chart is over Gibbs.
Last year I had David Montgomery, and he had goal line touchdowns, but towards the end of the year, a lot more of their offense went through Jahmyr Gibbs and Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yeah.
The Rams, though, like they're gonna be good this year. Like they started getting good at the end of last season.
Yeah.
With a healthy Matthew Stafford, Kyren Williams. Now they're looking like geniuses for having after they trade away like Kickers and the other guy last year.
Cooper Kupp is no joke too. He might surprise some people.
Healthy Cooper Kupp and a Puka Nacua. That Rams offense. Sean McVay is a real team manager. Only he can have like no draft picks and build a pretty respectable team.
Yep. All right, we got Chris's list. Chris has Chase at number 6, St. Brown at number 7, Derrick Henry, respectable, at number 8, AJ Brown at number 9, and Geno Smith at number 10. Right? Am I right, Chris? Smith. Why am I drawing a blank on Smith right now? What player? Who's Smith? Devontae. Are you? No.
Yeah, Devontae Smith.
Devontae Smith. Chris.
He's okay.
Chris. Listen.
I mean,
we need to get the dirty bird out of you. Okay, we got to get the dirty bird out of you.
I drafted him over Kadarius Toney.
He's just getting. There's only one ball in the field.
Drafted anyone over Kadarius. But he's still like a solid number 2 receiver.
Yeah, but like I said, there's only.
He's short.
He's arguably the best number 2 receiver in the league.
Yes.
I would say that the top number 2 guys would be who? T. Higgins, Waddle, Diggs. I would say Diggs is number 2.
He's not number 2.
He's number 1? You think he's going to be better than Collins? And I think he's a little bit older. I don't think so. And also, Stroud's more familiar with the other 2 guys. I think Diggs is going to be the number 2 guy.
Probably. I think Tank Dell will be number 2.
Well, whoever's number 2 on that team is in that list for sure.
Well, everyone's the number 1 receiver on any team on that roster.
Yeah, that's the weird thing with the Houston Texans is we don't know who wide receiver 1 is. We don't know who wide receiver 2. We don't know who wide receiver 3 is. Wide receiver 3, in my opinion, I think is going to be Tank Dell. He could easily be number 1.
That's Stroud's favorite receiver too.
And Stroud loves. Yeah, we've talked about it. Stroud says on his ideal team, he'd have Tank Dell over on the side.
Wow.
So,
I will say this: backs, not as many good running backs. If you don't get like the 3 I told you, like in the first round, CMC, Gibbs, or Kyren Williams, you can wait. I would say pick more wide receivers.
I'm gonna say this, and we've said it before. Dave is the most. I love that Madden thing you sent me today because I agree with Madden. I think the most overhyped people right now, with no credit, they have no credentials really going into this. Just that they have a better setup now. Is Bijan Robinson? They have a better setup now with Kirk Cousins, right? At the quarterback. Okay, great. But how well did he do last year? Did he break 1,000 yards last year? How many touchdowns did he get? You know, like it was nothing impressive, and all of a sudden he's a top 5 player in the NFL draft.
They made him a top 10 last year. I'm like, what? As a rookie, I loved him at Texas.
Yeah, I think he's good. He might play better with a different setup, but I don't know. We'll see. And then the other guy, too, is Breece Hall. Like, what did he do last year? I mean, he had some good-looking moments, and everyone's going off of these, he had really, good-looking moments. And I'm like, but he didn't. Look at the numbers. Look at the stats. How did he do?
You know how I feel about when you just look at stats and nothing else. I had Breece Hall his rookie year, and he did really good for me. And that's when he was split time. But the Jets' offensive line is still a little suspect.
Yeah.
I mean... And I also think if with a healthy Rodgers, they'll be throwing more.
Yeah,
I mean,
we'll see. Rodgers is
good.
Rodgers is
Mike now on the Jets. I'm like they're gonna be throwing more with him and Garrett Wilson.
I think that's another player too high in the draft. After this year's over, we're gonna look back on the draft, and I think 3 players that are gonna be noticeably too high is Garrett Wilson, Bijan Robinson, and Breece Hall. I think they've got the Jets super overhyped because of Aaron Rodgers. I think Aaron Rodgers is going to have a good year.
Why they have Garrett Wilson so high as Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
I mean, he won Rookie of the Year with Zach Wilson, which is pretty good. But
let me put it to you this way. I would rather draft Amari Cooper over Garrett Wilson personally.
Yeah, me too.
Is that wild? And I could pick up Amari Cooper.
You can pick up Amari Cooper
round
late.
7?
With the mock drafts I've been doing, I'm like, oh my god,
I
feel like king.
Amari Cooper is such a good sleeper pick. He is a dog sitting on that bench. He is a Browns dog.
I am very curious to see Achane play this year.
Yeah, that's the
Like,
other.
we got injured last year. I'm like, he's ranked pretty. I have him as number 6 on my on my list
That's
for running back.
I think what's going on with the running backs over in Miami is the same thing that's going on with the receivers over in Houston. We don't really know who's the starting guy.
Mostert's getting old.
Mostert's getting old. Last year, dude, he had the same amount of touchdowns as Christian McCaffrey, the number 1 draft pick. Still,
You know when that was though? You know when he had the majority of those points? October, like September, October. He was great. Once it got started getting colder.
Whatever. Yeah, whatever. So,
It's
did he get the
October.
touchdowns? Did he get the touchdowns? He did.
Most October.
Okay, who cares? He got those touchdowns. That's fine.
I had him on my team. I don't look at me wrong. I liked him, but I think
But the fact that I don't know, like they still played Mostert more than H-Chan. Just depended on the team they were playing. Yeah, Chris gets me. Trust me, Chris gets me.
Billy.
All
Chris
right.
Buckeye, you're an Eagles fan.
I told you he's literally your like the anti-Dave. Well,
He's an Eagles.
his name's Chris, so I like to call you the anti-Chris.
Wait, he's an Eagles fan?
Yeah. He's an Eagles fan, but he also loves the Chiefs, just like you, though. So,
What the fuck?
Like the parallel dimension.
Yeah, he's like the same as you. He's like, I like Giants, I like Eagles, but then it's like the similarity is, but we both really like the Chiefs.
And then
Todd,
Goku
we have to talk about letting him into the fantasy football league. We have to talk.
Yeah, like I'm scared if you guys meet, there might be like a wormhole that like forms between you two. Like kind of weird.
How do you ruin a first date with me? In 4 words.
I'll have pretzel sticks.
No, that's how man. In 4 words. I am an Eagles fan. Wait, I'm an Eagles fan.
I'm an Eagles fan. That's for. Check, please. She's paying.
Absolutely. You know, I actually went once when I was a girl,
That's a
and
great
I go to
story.
pick her up, and shut up. I go inside her house, and there's a picture of Herschel Walker on a Cowboys jersey in the living room. Like, see ya, I'm out of here.
Bye.
Uh,
Okay, cool. Next part, Chris. Hope you're still there. We're gonna think of the most clever fantasy football name you can right now on the spot. That's what we're gonna share. I've got mine. I've been thinking of mine all.
oh boy. I actually came up with a good one.
I got you. I bet you're using the same player. There's a player that is very versatile.
Wow, we're really behind on the stream.
Yeah. Like we're a solid like 30 seconds behind. I don't know how I can make that like better. I don't know, like,
I think it's like a full on minute right now.
is it? Yeah. I don't know how to make it better. I'll have to look into that. That's something I need to.
Yeah, Chris is only just responding to me.
Yep.
Ugh.
Yep.
Eek.
49ers, Eagles, Chiefs. Yeah, we're like 3 minutes
God.
All right, Chris, think of your fantasy football name. Dave, you're going to go first. What's the clever fantasy football name you got today?
Heartbeat H-Chan. We're aching.
Harpy H-N? Harpy
Yeah.
H-N. Okay. All right, not bad, not bad. I think I got you beat, though.
Okay. I got...
Mine is Neighborhood Grills. Neighborhood Grill.
So here's an interest... So, you know who's also really high on the draft
What's that?
board? Malik Neighbors.
Way too high. Guy hasn't
Way
played yet. Daniel Jones is already struggling with training camp. Yeah,
Like-
way too high.
Definitely one of the best players in last year's draft. Definitely top 5 players taken in the draft.
I think he's the
But-
number 1 wide receiver from the draft. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
However, there's no quarterback.
Yeah.
You can't. It's like how fast can your car go with no tires? We don't know. So, someone could have a Bugatti, but yeah, without tires on, it's not going to go that fast.
You were like, I really don't understand. I really don't like if we had to pick a wide receiver. If you actually watch Hard Knocks, we knew the Giants knew pretty early on they were taking Neighbors or a wide receiver. Like, had we taken Neighbors, Dunze, or Marvin Harrison Jr., we would have been fine with. We would have been great with either one. Anyone.
Right. Chris's name is in. His is the Philly Special.
How original.
Chris. We gotta work on that.
Yeah, I unloaded a Philly Special into my Toyota this morning.
Just like a cheesecake, straight from Pat's. Just... Okay. All right. Good. All good. Last stream we did a mock draft. That was. I've been doing mock drafts for fun lately too. They've been actually.
Other names I like are Mr. and Mrs. Kelsey. And then Pita Flakes, like for Tyreek Hill.
What?
And what else?
Let me see. I'm gonna Google some. Let's see if I can find some. Oh, that's funny.
Turn your head and golf.
I got one. Just the two of us.
That was it. Cup and cough. Or golf, I mean.
All you need is love. That's clever. Hanging with my homie. Yeah, I think I've had this one before. Hooked on a Thielen.
Yeah, that was yours.
Dude, where's Lamar? That's a good one. Forever Young. Who's going to draft? No one's drafting him this year.
Who?
Exactly.
Who?
Bryce Young.
Bryce Young. Yes. I think he'll be buried so low that people won't even ever find him on the board.
Stroud and Pound. Stroud and Proud.
Flower Power.
Above and Bijan.
Actually, last year I was in a league where it was a pretty good one. Tua, Infinity, and Bijan.
I like this one. I feel like I've heard this, but maybe I haven't. Maybe got Dak. Hide and Zeke.
That's good. That's a good one. Remember Matt's Lights Chimera Action?
I had one. It was CD's Nuts.
There's a couple people we could have added, like to our fantasy football league, but I'm like, some people just don't need to be exposed to some of those fantasy football names.
Cup of tea.
The dirty names that were in the league last year. I'm like, oh my god.
Big Burrow and Still. Or Still.
I don't know. I still like Cup and Golf.
Goodwill Punting. What? Silence of the Lamb. That's good.
That's a good one.
I like that one a lot. If I get CD Lamb this year, I'm stealing that name.
Pikachu.
Nakua Matata. I'm doing that one too.
Doing that one.
Nakua Matata.
That's a good one.
I like them. Those are pretty good.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Nakua Matata. What a wonderful phrase.
Running up that hill. Okay.
Oh, yeah, you can do a lot with Hill.
Yeah.
Tyreek. You can do a lot with Tyreek also, I feel like.
He had... Oh, did you hear that about him with him?
No.
He
that he has another baby mama?
Baby with another woman.
Did you see what Mike? Did you see what the coach was? He like brought it up too, like bashed on it. It was like our main concerns.
Mike McDaniel is probably the most likable coach in the
He's
NFL.
amazing. He's the best thing to happen to the NFL since
Oh my god.
I don't know. Like, it's great.
Do you ever see the interview he did when he's like talking about how they got Tyreek Hill? He's like, yeah. So the general manager comes to me and says, what would you think about Tyreek Hill? And he just goes, tell him they can have everything.
Yeah. Give him everything.
And he's like, but then looking back on it, I was like, I probably shouldn't have said that. It was pretty irresponsible.
Yeah.
It was great.
Have whatever you like. Whatever you like.
Any way you want it, that's the way you need it. Any way you want it.
Chris, you still there? You know what we could do, Dave? We haven't done the wheel in a while.
The wheel.
Bring out the wheel. Give me 1 second. Got this. Hang on, bear with me.
I'm definitely feeling a like Game of Thrones or House of Dragon inspired name this year. Though actually, you know what? Let me check myself because
it's showing
the years I did that, I actually had my worst years in fantasy football. I remember one year I named my team Lamar Morgulis and the Gridiron Throne, both some of my worst years in fantasy football. I had told myself I would never draft Lamar Jackson ever again.
Ever.
Lamar Morgulis. Rip.
Rip. All right, Chris, you're going to like this. I know. No. That'll do.
Laporta potties.
I got this.
He's got this,
All
ladies
right,
and gentlemen.
Dave, so you know the rules. We'll do. You want to do all time or do you want to do today?
We'll do all time. Actually, well, you choose. We'll let Chris choose. Actually, well, Chris won't see it for a while.
Chris will hear from it tomorrow.
We're pretty far behind.
All right.
Let's do all time. We'll do both. Why not both?
Why not? All right. So QB, running back, one receiver or two?
We'll go 2 receivers.
2 receivers and a tight end. Not Dave's tight end, but
I love tight ends.
On football.
You know, my mom did a podcast, Tyler.
What's that?
My mom just started a podcast.
You were telling me about that. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. I watched the trailer of it. It's actually pretty good.
Where does she stream to?
You know what? I'm not even sure, but she's got like a professional podcast set up in her office.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
we got to step it up, Dave.
It's called What the Health.
Yeah. WTH. What the? All right, here we go, Dave. We're going to spin, and we're going to fill out our team. You're going to do quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end. First spin is yours. Are you ready?
You have to tell me because I can't see on the computer.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Oof.
Fill out whatever position you'd like.
Whatever position I like.
We're doing all time.
All time.
I know exactly.
Do we have any defense players or no?
Nope.
No? I'm gonna go
Who you gonna go with?
Antonio Brown, I guess.
You're wild. Okay.
No, I'm not picking Tom Brady.
You should have done Gronk at tight end, is what I think you should.
No, they're better tight ends.
All good. All right, my turn. Denver Broncos. Ooh.
Wait, I saw on the YouTube it gave me the Bengals. You said the Buccaneers.
Oh,
I'm playing that back.
it said Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Yeah,
I'm playing that back.
yeah. It's still mine's popping up right now. It even said it below. You're good.
It says Cincinnati Bengals.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did.
That's probably what it was on.
No.
I have it about to play right now. I will tell you the honest truth. But who do I have? I have Denver Broncos. I'm gonna go John Elway.
Okay, good. I would have gone Terrell Davis, or Peyton Manning.
True, I could have gone Peyton for that. All right, your turn. Here we go. Ready?
I know it said Bengals, you cheater.
Got the Vikings.
Adrian Peterson.
AP action there. Okay, okay. My turn.
That one. Sorry, JJ.
My turn.
Or actually, sorry, Randy.
New York Jets. Oh,
Ew.
Matt Forte.
Oh, wow. That was
Jets.
that's still. Wait, you wouldn't have gone LT?
Yeah, but do I get Prime LT or do I get the Jets LT?
Well, you didn't get prime Matt Forte, that's for sure.
Yeah, no, I was joking with Matt Forte.
No, you weren't.
The Jets.
No, you weren't joking. You were not joking, Matt Forte.
You go Brandon Marshall. It's not too bad at wide receiver.
Wait a second. You picked Brandon Forte.
Brandon Forte is not a person. First off, I was just saying names out loud. I said Matt Forte.
Wait, Chris. You went Matt
No.
Forte.
Get out of here.
You went Matt.
Yeah, look, David. It spun on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It spun on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
You're a cheater.
I said a name. I didn't say I'll take. Oh, get out of here.
Cheater.
It's not the first name I said.
Cheater.
All right. Anyway, I'm gonna go with New York Jets. Fuck. Ryan
I know.
Fitzpatrick. I already have quarterback. Damn it.
I already know one name. I'm not even going to tell you because you're cheating. I can't believe you're taking this long to figure it out. But again, you're cheating. So we'll just give you Matt Forte.
Good on.
Really?
We saw. I'll go LT at running back.
Curtis Martin, man.
Good. Don't get me wrong. Good, but
we all know you said Matt Forte. So
no. LT.
You said Matt Forte.
Your turn, Dave.
I won that one.
Your turn.
God. You're just shameless.
Atlanta Falcons.
Atlanta Falcons.
I already know who you pick. Easy.
Tell me my positions.
Missionary. First cowgirl.
Just tell me, because I already know you already snubbed me out of the Bengals.
You're like the guy in charge, huh? Okay.
You already snubbed me out of the Bengals, and then you definitely picked Matt Forte.
Dude, chat is so behind Chris. I'm so sorry. Chris is now commenting Terrell Davis.
Yeah, that's what I would have said. But what positions do I have to fill?
You've got wide receiver, tight end, and quarterback.
Tony Gonzalez.
Who?
Tony Gonzalez.
That's good. Yeah. Respect. All right, my turn. Come on. Ugh. Carolina Panthers. Oh, I already have running back. Shoot. Receiver. Greg Olson.
Okay, that's good. I probably would have gone Cam Newton.
I already had Elway.
Oh, that's right. I would have Steve Smith then.
I thought about Steve Smith. Remember that one guy? He was such a bust. Benjamin.
Yeah, Kelvin Benjamin.
Yeah, he was good for like
He,
1 year and then died.
Yeah,
Fell off.
'cause he blew up like 30 pounds.
Yeah.
Eddie Lacy too. He was another guy that blew
All
up.
right, you've got quarterback and wide receiver, and it just landed on the Buffalo Bills.
Buffalo Bills. And you said wide receiver
And quarterback.
and quarterback.
Ryan Fitzpatrick. Good running back, you could still go. One of my favorite sleeper picks in a fantasy football draft, Fred Jackson.
See, look, Chris agrees with me. Bengals were the first roll.
No, it was Tampa
But
Bay
I'll-
Buccaneers. Anyway,
No, it wasn't. I'll go Jim Kelly.
Jim Kelly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Who's that guy?
Really? QB. Turn your freaking brain on.
All right, my turn.
Watch him cheat again, Chris.
The Raiders. What do I have left? I have both wide receiver spots left. The Raiders, best Raiders wide receiver would probably be Devontae Adams. Didn't they used to have Moss for like a little bit?
For like 1 year.
They had Moss for like a moment.
It was like not a good year for him. I can't believe you're missing out on this one player. I question how much you actually know about football sometimes.
Amari Cooper.
No, even better than him.
For wide receiver, yeah, 'cause I have wide receiver left.
Yeah.
Chris, help me out. Wide receiver. Team.
Can't believe you need help for this one.
Hunter Henry is not good, Dave. I don't know what to tell you. I'm definitely missing. I'm missing someone. I know it. The only name I can get.
You are missing someone. Heisman Trophy winner.
I'm drawing a blank.
You're actually missing two people,
I'm
which
gonna
is
go
even better.
Adams.
Wow. You could have had Tim Brown and Jerry Rice.
All right, nah, that's a basic Jerry Rice, though, in my opinion.
And Tim Brown,
I think
too.
Adams on Oakland's better receiver than.
He was on the Raiders forever.
I don't know his stats enough. Your turn. You have left your last wide receiver spot.
Okay. Please be the Giants.
Carolina Panthers.
Okay, I'll go Steve Smith.
Yeah, you gotta go Smith. All right, my last wide receiver spot. Let's spin.
Wait. Okay, I was going to say, I'm like, wait a minute. I thought I got the Redskins on one. I'm like, you are definitely missing this.
Yes.
You can't read.
Detroit Lions, Calvin Johnson. I almost said Amon-Ra. Would you say Amon-Ra is the second best wide receiver already from the Lions?
Yes.
I'd say so too.
Yeah.
I'd say already he's number one is clearly Calvin Johnson. But I'd say Amon-Ra's got to be the number 2 spot. Golden Tate was always okay, but not as good as Amon-Ra. Amon-Ra's more clutch.
Yeah.
Golden Tate was never being drafted top 10 pick, though.
You have to go back to like the 50s to find a decent wide receiver for them.
Yeah. So here's the teams. Chris, I need your help, and anyone else that's watching stream, tell me whose team is better. We're going to start with...
Yeah, we need your call Tyler out on his shit for cheating twice.
All right, so starting with Dave's team, he's got for quarterback Kelly from the Buffalo Bills, running back Adrian Peterson, wide receiver Antonio Brown from the Buccaneers, wide receiver he's got Smith from the Carolina Panthers, Tight end, he has Tony Gonzalez. Not bad.
My-
Not
My
bad.
team already won.
I don't think so.
Oh
I
my!
think-
Oh my!
Uh, I'm looking pretty good here. Quarterback, I've got John Elway from Denver Broncos. Running back, I've got LT from the Jets.
I got you beat him running back for sure.
For sure, you've got me beat. I'll give you that one. If it was LT from the Chargers, that'd be a great argument, actually. That'd be a great argument.
No. AP was still winning.
LT from the chart, Dave. It's a great argument, but it's not a definite win.
2 consecutive MVP seasons.
Dave, it's a great argument, but it's not a definite win.
See,
I've got Adams at wide receiver, and I've got Calvin Johnson at wide receiver,
I'll call that 1-1.
and I've got. I think AB from the Buccaneers is better than Adams than the Oakland. I definitely beat you both wide receiver spots.
No.
Smith, Calvin Johnson beats Smith for sure.
We all know your running back was Brees Hall too. Or not Brees Hall, Matt Forte. We all know that's who it was.
Get out of here. And then
Yes.
you have me
Yes.
beat. You have me beat on tight end for sure. I have Greg Olson, great pick, but Tony Gonzalez is easily a top 3 tight end.
I question your.
I would say my quarterback is better. I would say your running back is better because mine's not in his prime with the Jets.
And because you chose Matt Forte.
I've got you beat at quarterback and the wide receiver spots. You have me beat at the running back and tight end spot.
I would say the only reason why Jim Kelly isn't recognized more is because he didn't win a Super Bowl. But 4 straight in a row, I mean, come on. And who did he beat on the way to the Super Bowl is John Elway. All right, let's do another one, but current players only.
All right, another one, current players. All right.
This past season, or going into this season, not like last 10 years.
All right.
Current.
Let's do this. Hang on.
Chris, watch Tyler for his shenanigans.
Dave's going first.
He'll do anything to win.
Current players. Let's go.
Oh, and let's add defensive guy.
No.
Okay.
Current players. You've got Tennessee Titan. You want an injured, and you could get the lower leg injury. DeAndre Hopkins is about it.
I guess I'll go Calvin.
Who?
I'm going Calvin Ridley. I
Kinda,
guess.
yeah, it's literally. I think it's him or Mason Rudolph. I don't know. Golly. All right, you've got Ridley at wide receiver. A stellar start so far. Yeah, Titans got booty right. All right, who do we have now? I've got Minnesota Vikings. I'm going Justin Jefferson.
Please watch him, Chris. I'm not convinced.
I've got Justin Jefferson. Your turn. Oh, nice. Miami Dolphins.
Tyreek Hill.
Want,
Nope.
want to it?
Yeah.
All right, I've got Arizona Cardinals.
There's only one player right now who I would even consider.
They've got Marvin Harrison Jr.,
But he hasn't played yet.
but he hasn't played yet.
Okay, there's
Who's
like
there-
2 players.
Yeah, who's their tight end again?
I'm not.
McBride. Yeah, I'm going McBride. Tight
Okay.
end. McBride. All right, your turn. You almost got the Titans again. you're one spot away. You got
Can't get re-
the Green Bay Packers.
Green Bay Packers. All you need is love.
I should have already been writing this. Turn. Philadelphia Eagles. Ooh.
Chris says my team wins.
Eagles. Do I want to go Barkley?
You
Running
wouldn't.
back? Or do I want to
You-
go AJ for wide receiver?
We don't speak his name anymore.
I think I'm going to go Barkley because literally the only. There's a couple of good running backs out there. I might go Barkley.
That hurts. That just hurts, man.
Barkley.
Ugh.
That hurts
Don't
Dave
say-
so much. That's like Dave finding out. Matt, you're welcome. You just got Kansas City Chiefs, by the way.
I did?
You already
Can't.
picked Mahomes.
I already picked Love.
Yeah.
But I didn't do tight end, so I'll take Kelsey.
I'm writing down Taylor Swift's boyfriend. That's a solid one. I was saying something. Yeah. Oh yeah. The Barkley going to play for the Eagles would be like hearing Matt going to work at Master Parks. Dave's just like, oh.
Or Tiger.
Or Tiger Song is. Oh. Dave says, or Chris says, I want in. Chris, we'll have to get you in sometime. We'll have to get you on the stream, actually. That'd be better. Who just went? It's my turn now. Chicago Bears.
Yeah. Ooh.
I have
You
a
want to go
wide receiver and a quarterback spot.
Caleb Williams.
Caleb Williams, who's his best wide receiver right now? Who do you think's
Keenan.
better? You think Keenan's going to be better than DJ Moore?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, I'm going to go Allen. I think Caleb Williams is going to be absolute trash, by the way.
I don't think it'd be absolute trash. Again, they kind of got a good supporting cast around him, so that'll disguise his early.
I think Caleb Williams is going to be like what's going on with Daniel Jones and the Giants. He's going to be like not good, injury prone, and then all of a sudden does really well at the end of a contract just in time to get big money and then be a bust again. Like he's going to have the same kind of like what Trevor Lawrence is doing also right now. I think that's what Caleb Williams is going to do.
A good enough starting cast around him that I think he'll disguise his early mediocrity.
I think he's gonna be very much a one touchdown, 170 yards. Your turn, Dave. Here we go. Have the Denver Broncos. God damn.
What
You
position
don't
do I
have a running back? That's it. I think McLaughlin, or is
Yeah,
it Williams? They're both kind of this. Whatever.
McLaughlin.
It doesn't matter.
I'll go with McLaughlin. Just put a turd. Just put a smelly turd on that in that position.
Okay. Oop, got a little Mr. Hanky. I got
A little poop.
a little steam coming off of it.
Call for what it is.
Just like basically like that one time we went to Walmart Pond. You know.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. I just need a quarterback now. Whatever this is, I got to take the quarterback. Come on. Good one. Give me a good one. I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate it so much, Dave. I hate it so much. Of all the teams. The New York Giants. The New York freaking Giants. Just gonna draw a turd. I guess
No,
you,
draw.
it's like I don't even want to put Daniel Jones. Like I almost want to put Tommy DeVito.
We never said they had to be starters. They could be bench players. You just have to be current NFL players.
Yep. All right, Chris. Chris, you got to tell us who you think won. All right, here we go. Quarterback. Love versus Daniel Jones. Dave won. Running back. Sarah McLaughlin or Saquon Barkley.
Yeah. I wish it was Sarah McLaughlin
Barkley. I won.
or Sydney McLaughlin.
Wide receiver. Tyreek Hill or Keenan Allen. I'm going to say Dave won. Wide receiver. Ridley or JJ. I would say I won. I will say together though, my receivers together are better than his.
No.
I would say Tyreek Hill and JJ are to par. And I
A
would-
child.
What? And I would say Keenan Allen is a better receiver than Ridley, easily.
Oh my god.
Do you agree or not agree?
I
Please tell me you think Calvin Ridley on the Tennessee
I
Titans with
listen-
Will Levis throwing to him is a better receiver than Keenan Allen.
I listen to